Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate continued their stay within Raylof's home of old, Gauldrone, spending some much needed time with the Binglestout family. You all split for a brief time to stock up on supplies while Theron had a very strange and tough conversation with Drimbar. However, while Theron took his time to head to the Parchment Shack and pick up some much needed items, Gerald took it upon himself to change the art direction of the huge ice-encased dragon, creating a very beautiful, mustached, spectacled chicken out of the icy tomb. All the while, Rayloff, Terra, and Red headed to the hide shack and met Tanny, the long, slender hag, who sold you some various clothes, but without bestowing some harrowing predictions of what's to come. Then you three headed to the tack shack and met the extremely jovial and friendly Durgar Barney Bramble, the happy-go-lucky individual who had a very good eye for deals and an intensely generous haggling style. Regardless, you all headed to the ship to regroup, some of you walking peacefully, some of you aimlessly walked out and finding yourself inside a deaf elderly woman's home, and others sprinting for their lives away from a rage-induced barbarian. Now, just as all of you reconvene on the ship, finding the Pladrine still holding down the fort, with the conflict between Gerald and Rayloff coming to an abrupt end as Drimbar makes his presence known, with his bags packed, winter gear on, and Braum waiting to meet you all, Brimbar screamed for all of you to get ready as the journey was about to begin, and you all scurried to get your affairs in order before following Pop-Pop through Gauldrone, ready to embark on the road to Girolf, or Rayloff's mysterious mountain. And this is where we pick it up. So, as all of you continue following Pop-Pop, you do hear a slight squeak of the wheels of his chair, because you haven't really heard him move too much except for Theron, but you do hear every now and then just a slight little as he wheels through. You notice some of the residents of Gauldrone kind of like all assemble and gather around throughout the small central part of Gauldrone, just off kilter to the frozen dragon, that some people are locked eyes on the large cracks in the ice tomb that weren't there a handful of minutes ago. However, some of the residents, including Barney and Tanny, have both come out, and you see that female Goliath, still with her small blacksmithing hammer in hand, partly within the crowd, just overshadowing some of the dwarves and Durgar, as all of them begin to just keep watching you pass through. Is there anything you wish to do before you leave Gauldrone?
Does people look like you fucked us all? Or
roll a insight check. And it's going to be a very broad check.
Yeah, no worries.
Or actually, rather than insight, fuck it, insight. Yeah, I said it.
Stat sheets 14, insight 4, 18.
Oh, okay, 18. So, you notice there's the majority look kind of proud and more towards like Drimbar and Braum and Rayloff as well. However, seeing the rest of you, they're happy and kind of like almost like parading you a little bit and lead and just, and silently wishing you luck in your ventures. There are a handful that do look at you with slight disgust and very trepidation as that gaze keeps casting back to the colossal dragon ice tomb and then back to you guys. And
Whoa.
Could I see from this it's more gazed upon the person that did it, or just general?
Just general, all of you.
Like,
not
because of that one act, they blame all of us.
Yeah, you're not really like sure if they're like judging Rayloff as well. However, as all of you are walking together, you look and past most of the happy faces, you do see a couple that they do lock eyes with you for a second with just this grimace.
Yeah.
Before their eyes like flutter away to someone else on the group, but you can all feel some very malicious eyes looking your way.
Get you.
I will. Theron will go through his gear and have a check, see what we need. Do we need any rations? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No worries. I was going to say, you ordered all your stuff in before, didn't you?
Does he notice anything missing?
Yeah. As you go through your gear, you notice the jar of peppers is not there.
Is Terra around?
Yeah, she's just next to you.
Yeah, we're all
Terra.
ready to bail. Yes.
So, Terra, did you nick anything out of my pack?
Do you think I'm that good at doing that?
I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
at my hands. I'm pretty sure you'd hear me.
Well, you are.
Clang my hands together and make
Yeah, and you hear like a ting, ting, ting.
Fair one. So the only other person,
it's not me.
the only other two people, I'm pretty sure Rayloff wouldn't. I'm pretty sure the only other two is Gerald, which he was a bit busy. Or Red.
Red would be close to us as well, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
I'll turn around and look at her. But not in a like.
Not an accusatory.
Have you done
way.
it?
Yeah.
As in like, you fucked up. But I'll only do it
You
when I'm facing away from Theron.
see
Like,
as you like turn your head back to Red, you see her eyes as she's passing is just locked on this huge adult dragon frozen in place, and you see her eyes narrow at the large cracks and spider web of almost like spider webbed cracked glass of ice.
Theron will just use telepathy and thingy to Red. He'll be like, keep the glowing peppers. He might come in handy.
And you notice she turns to you, Theron, and she just ever so subtly just
And I'll just like do a little.
Gerald's going to be ignoring the eyes and is going to bring out the Tome of Resilience to read what today's inspirational message says.
Okay, you open the tome and the pages just and flutter over and land on a page, and you see the the little magical quill just and begin to scribble. You don't see the words written down, but you hear them in your head. And you hear, "Hey there, champ. It doesn't matter which way you go. You're gonna find something. And something is better than nothing."
Nice. What's that book?
As you just slam the book.
With it.
Out of interest, I think the first level spell is Magnify Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
The scroll. I was just wondering how long is it going to take us to do this? Because I think it says 2 hours and 50 gold for each level, which is only a first level spell.
Well,
I was just wondering if I could copy it.
Well, it depends if you have your hands free for a certain period of time, and it'll be all on the class of how long it takes to copy spells. Obviously, when you're traversing and you're on foot, you can't be copied down. You need to take
on your
time.
own.
Yeah. That's why I was going to ask how long.
However, just at that time, as you're continuing through Gauldrone, you hear Pop call out, "All right then, just hold here for a second." And he turns just to face all of you, and you see Braum now just coming out of one of the small shacks over to him. "Have you got everything ready?" And you just see Braum, like, and he just like looks down to Pop. "Everything is ready." And and Gerald, you see Braum's dark brown eyes look to you, and a little bit of a smile before he nods. "Right then, okay, so what were you all predicting for transportation?"
Well, we have feet.
I'd love it if you had a spare airship somewhere.
Unfortunately, Gauldrone is fresh out of its last airship just 3 decades ago. However,
Oh, damn.
Feet are okay, but they're gonna be slow. So, I have a little dog for me.
This is sounding dodgy already.
Listen here, little girl. I am the one who's leading this to a degree. Just
I totally forgot that you called me little girl.
Just trust in me. And if you get a little bit scared in what I say, just stand next to Melon and gain whatever comfort that you find. But
thank you.
You're welcome.
You sure you want to do this, Pop Pop?
I'm here. I'm sure, Melon. And whatever happens, well, at least a slight little sigh of relief. We have Rory staying with your grandmother. So, at least we have some kind of safety net if the skirmish get defeated. And then we do have Rory, so... I know, but we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. Huh?
So, out of interest, Pop-Ups, how are you going to entertain battle if it comes to that?
Oh, don't worry about that. I have a plan. You'll see that later.
That's fine, but we need guarantees. I don't want you dying. I don't want Rayloff losing his love for me because I'm the instrument in which killed you.
He wheels just up to you and just reaches up and grabs the side of your face.
I'll let him.
Don't worry, little girl. My favourite daughter-in-law will always be safe next to my Melon. And Pop-Pop isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Well,
okay.
You best have a good surprise if we do head in battle.
I have enough planned. Anyway.
It's not like the last surprise, was it?
No, but, you know, I mean, Rory and Jalen planned that. It wasn't me. Had nothing to do with me. Anyway, transportation for all of you. I have a dog. And Brom is going to be joining you. We have a large sled that we have prepared.
And just one dog?
Oh, no, I get one dog. You'll get 6.
Ooh. Will it actually pull Rayloff?
Oh,
he's a big chap.
Well, so is Brom.
Alright, I only count as half a person.
And there you go. That's where we balance this out. So, is there anything at all we want to discuss before we head out?
Rayloff was bringing up about going up to the mountain. I don't know about...
Melon.
Which mountain?
Melon.
Yeah.
Are you still thinking of the frozen peak?
Yeah.
You all said we needed to go to Gjolf. Where are we going? Melon, I don't want to crush what you want to find or what you think you'll find. If you really want to go, you know I'll follow. But you need to explain to me why you really want to go. Theron.
I'm happy you left alright.
Can't hear Theron. Sorry, what was that, child?
Turned off on his own.
I said, I am happy you left alright. As long as we find something.
Malin, look around. You've got family and friends and little girl.
And a lover.
And a lover.
Wing.
You've got everyone here will back you. Whichever way you want to go. You want to go to the Frozen Peak, then just say. But you need to tell Pop Pop why.
Melon, the only Frozen Peak you should be dealing with is mine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, can we just keep all of your tendencies and kinks into the bedroom? It's not that don't want to be involved in your relationship, but I don't want to be in your relationship.
Hey, Raylaf's got loads of kinks.
I'm glad that you know that. Thank you for telling me that my grandson has so many kinks. It's really what I wanted to know before we venture out into the blistering snow.
Alone.
I think we've been even keeping the list. I'll be honest.
Alright. Let me go pick up something and I'll explain it to you. Pop.
Okay.
But
How long?
not here.
How long is it gonna take you?
Not long. I just need to try and get some more of these, and I'll just sort of just shoot up a javelin, and just, I could do with a bit more to throw before we leave. But
Raylaf, out of interest, what's so important about the mountain? If you say it's personal, I'm there with you, considering everyone's with me in this endeavor.
I think what is up there is personal, but I don't know if it's worth bringing it up now. But I don't know.
Raylaf, listen. I've dragged you all into this. If you believe it's important, just say so. I'm totally there with you.
As are all of us. This is the best time to come clean about why you want to go to the Frozen Peak. We need to know before we go.
Right. Then, if
I
I'll meet you
might
back
take the
there.
mick out of you. I might take the mick out of you, but I'm not going to judge you.
I'll meet you back at the house and I'll explain it there then, and then we'll go.
Okay, well, we'll get some stuff ready.
Fine, okay. Everybody, back to the house. Not leaving yet.
Before we all leave, do you know Tanny, the woman at the hard shack?
Do I?
Yeah.
Of course I know Tanny.
Was she? She
It's
whispered-
crazy.
Yeah. She whispered in my ear to say, if we went up there, one of us will die. Is that more? Do you think that's weird or?
She has come out with plenty of different things in the past.
Have any been true?
All of them.
All of them?
But I will say, there's always the chance that she could be wrong. But that just means if we go to the mountain, we have to be extremely careful.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to get your opinion.
So, out of interest, Raylaf, before we go anywhere, how long is this going to take? Like a couple of hours, or?
It won't be long.
And at that, Drimbar turns around and just says to you, Elof, Malon, I may be a little bit eager to get on the road, so let's just get all this sorted out.
Yeah.
Daylight's burning, and we haven't got much time left. And he begins to wheel off back to the house. And Braum leans into you, Theron.
Yes. On Pop-Ups, what you got for me?
No, Braum leans into you as
Braum.
Drimbar begins to wheel
sorry.
away.
Yes, Braun.
One time you're going to need to let me read that list.
Maybe one day, you kinky little fuck. And I wink.
And he just like stretches like this, and then he just goes, I'm sorry. You're taken. And he winks
Yeah, I
and
know.
smiles at you.
Someone's jealous.
Don't you worry. You both share a same kink.
And Braum instantly looks to you, crosses his arms. What's made that
I'm just I'm just laughing at Gerald. I just go past Gerald like,
Well, obviously that's me, of course.
And he just walks up to you, just and like looks down to you, and just cups your chin with his finger and pulls up, just so you're looking dead in the eye. But now I have you for a little bit.
It's going to be a lovely 4 days.
You can snuggle next to me on the sled.
Nice. I wonder how many new tricks you can teach me.
I'm sure we'll find out. Would you care to join me for a drink before we go?
Oh, yes, it's going to be a long one.
Well, let's just get some ale. And Braum just like reaches over Gerald's shoulder and just begins walking away from all of you.
Thanks for the invite, Brex.
And you just hear Braum as he continues walking away. So, what are you guys doing? Rail off.
Is this...
Drimbar has
I'm going
already
to...
began his way home.
Yeah, I'm going to the blacksmith.
I will set everybody's packs with enough rations that might last us and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because somebody's got to.
I'll say in that case then, you make a little quick dart trip to the ship to grab some dried rations and meats out, just to stock more into bags. So I'd say everyone, by the time you leave, well, in your packs, you'll have 2 weeks worth of rations each.
Oh, nice.
Yay! I can add more to my 13 rations.
Exactly. It's so weird the rations never go off, but then again, dried jerky meat is long lasting. But yeah, so Theron, you dart off and go get some more stock.
27.
Tara, what are you doing as Rayloff begins to head over towards the blacksmith?
If the blacksmiths, I will follow Rayloff, because I have some things I want to either get rid of or have a look at.
Alright. So you notice that the crowd that was on either side of all of you and just watching you pass through all kind of look at you again questioningly as you all begin falling back into Goldrone. And they slowly start dispersing and chattering to themselves. And Rayloff and Tara, Red, surprisingly, follows Drimbar and heads back to the house. But both Tara and Rayloff, you head around the northwestern side of Goldrone, a small camp, and you find the blacksmith is just about setting another piece of iron on her anvil, and the large, about 6'7" tall Goliath woman with that shock red and white hair that is braided all the way down to her lower back. Kind of like, again, she's got like hide bottoms on that cover her from waist to toe. But then on her upper body, you just see she's got just like a hide, almost bikini, that is just strapped across her chest. And even in the freezing cold weather, you see sweat dripping down her body and almost freezing in place. And just she gets that kind of that iridescent glisten to her gray skin, almost as if all the light is reflecting between these small little beads of sweat that are frozen in place on her. But she just begins to start ting, 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 and hammering away as you both approach.
I'll let Rayloff go in first, kind of thing, or introduce himself first.
And you feel the immense heat straight away as you come into the area of where this small this open air shed, almost this canopied shed full of one anvil, 2 little furnaces that you see little foot pumps that she has made to breathe more fuel into the fire, a few buckets full of oil and resin, but the immense heat straight away is oh fuck, that's caught me off guard, and you find you're tugging at your winter coat and for a second before you get to her, and she's still just back to you. Ting, ting, ting.
Well, while she's still hammering, I'll have a look around. I'm assuming it's in a shop, or is it just sort of in a little?
It's just a canopied shed.
Yeah.
Almost. It's open air, so no walls, just 4 big posts and a roof.
Does she have anything on immediate display, or like around the kind?
Around, you do see like small little like groupings and lumps of dull blades that seem just finished. You see, a good pile of different scrap metal, and rarely you see any like metal ingots. But you do see plenty of scrap metal just jotted all around one half of the entire workspace. You see like a large work desk or workbench, and then the anvil in the center. You do see like hanging from that workbench, you've got like multiple different pairs of tongs and a couple different hammers. But as far as like, this is for sale, there's none of that. There's no presentation to say that anything here really is to buy.
Yeah, I'll let Rayloff start first then.
Okay.
Oh, just well, we had 2 clothes, but I'll just say, you got a lot of good work here.
And you just hear ting, 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 and just continuing. Ting, ting, ting.
Do you have anything to buy?
And the tinging stops, just ting, and it just rings out slightly longer before she just looks over her shoulder and kind of looks at you, but just like looks in your direction. Yes. And she takes the small blade and just submerges it in one of those buckets before bringing it back up and turning back. Ting, ting, ting.
And would you be willing to trade any for these 2? And I'll bring out the scimitar and shield that I have.
And you just see her put her hammer in her belt. She grabs the blade she's working on and just almost in a huff and just launches it to the back pile of different blades. And you hear and like just a bunch of metal on metal clattering and a couple of the blades falling down to the ground. If you want my attention, just say hello. Okay? What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to find out if you had any javelins to trade for these.
I do. How many packs?
Well, as many as I can get for these 2. So,
Which items are you offering?
the scimitar and the shield.
Okay, they're just the standard plain ones or the magical items?
No, those are just the 2 plain ones.
2 plains. Shoddy work. Beaten up. 3 packs. Good luck carrying them. You look a little on the weak side.
Looking at her bulging muscles.
You notice
in comparison,
albeit she is not jacked. Like Rayloff is fucking huge,
incredibly
right?
toned.
But she is slender, but so toned. Just anytime she twitches a finger, you see all of her muscles in her forearm just begin to, and yeah,
nice.
It's unsettling, kind of attractive, but also kind of intimidating at the same time.
If I had a human body, that's the body I would
exactly,
want.
yeah.
Nice.
So what do you say? 3 packs?
Yeah, that's fine. I was sort of offer it to him.
And she just grabs your 2 items and just launches them into the corner as they all and just clatter with everything else. Wait 1 moment. And she just walks over just behind and under that workbench, and you hear her like the rustling up some what sounds like just like sort of, some cylindrical bars of metal, and she grabs a few, and then a few more, and a few more, and just bundles and wraps them up with some hide. And she just carries them over to you. Each pack has 4. Good luck, and don't miss. And just kind of like just pushes them into your chest.
Yep.
Do you want anything, little one?
Yes. Hello. I have also some things to trade possibly, and I was looking for some armor.
What kind of armor do you want?
Do you have any kind of breastplate kind of armor? Anything that's of medium size?
Let me see. And she goes back under that workbench, and you hear like just scraping of metal. You hear a couple of different metal pieces scraping across each other before she pulls out this very dull, almost black, but just dull, like rusty iron breastplate that looks covered in dirt or dust, but whatever it is dried on it.
That's fine.
I think this would fit you. And she turns it round and just like presses it against your torso.
Yeah.
That will do.
Okay. I have, pulling out of the bag of holding, I have 2 hand axes. I have 2 scimitars, 2 shields. And if I need extra coin, I can give extra coin.
You want to get rid of all those for this plate?
Or whatever is considered the amount, I don't
Okay.
get money.
And she just sets the breastplate down next to your side, kind of resting against your knee.
Yeah.
Hand them over. And one after the other, she just grabs
Throw.
and just launching them all back.
Cool.
Weirdly, though, you do notice that anytime she throws back and doesn't look, it always hits in that same pile.
She's done it. Fucking.
Oh, yeah. And after she gets those 2 scimitars and takes a couple looks at the blades, they look old but never used. Why do you carry weapons you do not use?
It's I have a staff.
Wood
I
will
do a
not
lot of
stop a blade.
True. That's why I keep, and I'll show her the dancing scimitar. I'll pull that out. I keep this one.
And she just like throws both scimitars. May I?
Of course.
And she just takes the handle and like releasing it, the last little, like just the tip out of the sheath. And you hear that very like just as if you're a swordsman, just that really nice little sheen of shing. And she just pulls it out and looks up to the light. That is fine craftsmanship.
It's magical in nature.
And very light. And she like like almost flips the blade and rests the entire blade on 2 of her hands and forearm, offering you the handle back.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Tara.
Mari.
It's nice to meet your acquaintance.
I like you.
I like you too.
Is that everything you need?
Yes. If we're travelling, if we were to come back, is there anything you're particularly looking for?
More metal.
We can try to do that.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
And she turns back and she looks and you kind of get the feeling as she turns around, she just and she huffs, not at the conversation, but she just huffs at looking at the fucking now larger pile of some shit she'll never use and just extra work in her mind. before she goes and like begins to scrape through all the different items and objects to find that like half done blade before she just slams it back into the fire and begins to press on the foot pump, and you just hear that as the fire begins to glow around the blade as you two begin to wander away.
Amazing. If we, in fact, no, it's going to take too long. No worries.
Okay.
Stop deleting that.
I will say that after that little visit, and Theron, you've had gotten back to the house. Terra and Rayloff join you, Red, and Drimbar in the house. It's a lot cozier now, even though you've all got your winter gear ready and on. It's still cozy. It's a little bit stifling, but not, making you pant.
Does it include gloves?
It can do. I mean, you can take your gloves off.
No, but I mean, as I'm putting the gloves on, you'll just see me wince because, like, I'm used to all these glyphs and symbols being on show. There's definitely an uncomfortable vibe.
You see Red just staring at you as you do
that. And you'll see me, like, swear at her.
Gerald, is there anything you wish to do while you're in the Broad Shack with Braun?
Yeah. Does he drink fairly quick?
Yes.
No, so as he gets through like the first 2 or 3, I've probably only still stuck on like 9-1, and then I'm just going to be like, hey, so how about we have a competition? So who goes on top first?
Why do we need a competition on who goes on top?
Oh, because it's fun, and I wish to try these things out. And I'm going to bring out the 2 pepper boxes. Like, these shoot incredibly far. Well, what I think is far. And hard.
And he grabs one. And what do they do? As he just like points the barrel to his eye and begins trying to look in.
Hey, now be careful with that. I don't know how good they are.
Okay.
They shoot a ranged projectile. I saw Theron using it. We put in a little bit of this powder. We put in one of these balls. We cock, pull back the thing, and then we pull the trigger. And I'm just going to fire at my ale mug.
Okay, alright. So roll a ranged attack for me with a pepper box.
Okay.
Out of interest, where's the scene?
Hey?
Are we in a house? Are we outside?
Gerald and Braun
are
in the Broad Shack Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So that's an 11.
11. I'd say close enough. Like you're already like right there, and you hear that rattle of metal. You feel the pepper box itself shake, and all the parts kind of shake a little bit with it as the sound, and you see 3 patrons just turn, and you hear a small voice from the bartender or from the back. What was that?
Just testing something out, sorry.
Oh, don't bring things like that in here, stranger.
And straight away,
Sorry.
Braum just like puts his thing up to your beak. Why don't you go back to washing the dishes, you wench? And everyone else begins to chuckle, kind of like this sort of like weird communal bullying of whoever's behind the bar. And you instantly just hear the voice from behind the bar just go,
Okay.
and Braum just raises his mug up to everyone else and the other 3, and all of them just go, ah! Do not mind any of them.
So anyway, what do you say?
I am.
We line up 5? Come on, you afraid I can beat you?
Oh, you will never beat me. Okay, let's say, best of 3. We might not have too much time until we go.
We'll make this quick.
Okay. And you give him some of the ball bearings, and you both begin to load. You load 3 pallets, and you line up 6 empty mugs, or near empty, before Braum just like grabs that last 6th one. Oh, it'll keep you warm for the journey, and like slams it down. Yeah, I'm gonna say just one after the other. Both of you just begin to and try to
go
see.
for it.
Yeah. So I'll say it is a. Let's say you're about 7 to 10 feet away. I'm gonna say, just because both of you aren't super great with these at all, I'll say it's
not proficient at all.
I'll say 14 and it's a hit.
Okay.
All right. So first one.
That's one. 12.
3. Second. 4.
15.
Nice. And last one.
Hit 1. 10.
Fucking 1. I got all under 5. So what was that last one
It
for
is
you,
new
Gerald?
form.
Yeah.
10.
10. Okay. So both of you just begin to, and everyone, almost like you set a firework or firecrackers off in the tavern. Everyone just hears, and you look, and through that, like the haze is like a with every blast, some dust from the ceiling above just down. And as you kind of wipe your eyes from all the dust and the smoke coming from the gun, both of you look. No, you were cheating. That isn't fair.
The mugs don't lie.
I think I hit that last one of mine.
Oh yeah? Where? I'll just peer forward further at it.
And he just straight away, just like grabs around you, smacks you on the ass, and say, "That is where," and just like picks you up playfully and just puts you back on the chair, and then just kind of chuckles to himself. Oh, you know, I haven't had this much fun in a few years.
Well, consider that yours. And I'll give him like give him 6 bits of ammo. Because how many did we just expend? 6, 7? Yeah, yes. Well, plus my one that I just shot
so 7,
earlier. Yeah, I'll give him 10 bits of ammo.
Here's my question though, little bird. You know Melon, well, his husband makes sure that his belly is full and all of his bowls are empty.
Yes.
Aside from all of that, when it comes down to a fight, and this is going to be a question that you must answer me. Out of all of your friends, except for that little redhead, in the fight, who do you trust the least?
Question.
Motherfucker, you know he's going to say Theron.
But what are you counting as trust? Trust to not stand my back? Or trust that when it all comes down to it, they'll still be standing?
The only kind of trust that my lover perceives. Whatever you hold dear that you feel with someone that you trust them, whatever trust means to you, who holds the least trust for you?
That would have to be Theron.
You motherfucker.
Sorry, it's true. Like through that.
And without any...
No offense, but he's had everybody's back in battles.
Has he?
Without any other words,
I have.
Gerald, Braum just nods. Let's get back to the house. We don't want to miss the leaving party again.
But don't get me wrong though, as I also thought, I wouldn't want to be on the end of any of his spells.
Well, I will leave that to your word. Come on, get that cute little beak out of here. Otherwise, Pop will definitely have us for hides.
Of course, Daddy. And I walk out with it.
And just as you said it, you hear his footfalls just stop for a second, and as you keep walking, you just hear. And begins following you, and both of you make it to the house as well. I'd say all of you are there for a solid about 5 to 10 minutes before Gerald and Braum also make it into the home. But as all of you gather around the table again, and you see Pop Pop there just puffing on the last little bit of his moss weed in his pipe. Okay, are we all here?
Are we going to be here for a while?
Melon, that is completely up to you.
It'll be 10 minutes at most.
Well, let's go.
Right. Pop Pop, you know when I left here?
Aye.
Well, the reason why I left was because after the dragon had attacked us and we were saved, the Jarl showed me my dad's old room. And in this room, and I'm going to pull out the diary that was in there, was this. And I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to open it. And as I do, the page that it opens to is just, it's mostly scrolls, but what will be on there, on the right, is a map, and pointing up to the top, which I don't think anyone else would really know, but Pop Pop would recognise it's pointing up to the mountain. Mm-hmm. And at the top of the mountain, there's going to be a circle, and it's going to say Frost Matron, and a question mark.
Can I see this map at all?
I've literally put it on the desk in the middle of the table.
Okay. Do I recall that name?
Maybe from what Raylock had said before, or
but not otherwise.
But otherwise, no, you haven't really heard of that whatsoever.
No history check?
No.
What's that?
Oh, that's worth a try. I got +8. Yeah. So, who's this Frost Matron? Come on, spill the beans, bro.
Frost Matron is the only name that I know from my mum.
What?
Melon. I am sorry. No. Your mother died.
Under what circumstances? Let's all be brutally honest here.
She was sick. And Coldrow was working away and around Goldrone. And I looked after her. Me and Jalen both looked after our daughter-in-law. Malin, she was sick. You were just a small boy. She died.
What was her name? What was her name? What was your mother's name? Come on, tell little girl over here. Babe.
I don't know her name. The only name that I do know is Frost Matron.
Her name was not Frost Matron. Malin, come on, what have you been smoking?
So what was it?
Coldrow, your father, married Andrea.
Andrea or Andrea?
Andrea. And she was a beautiful little thing. All the way from when they first met and when we first met her. But after birthing you, she was sick. We kept you away because you're only small. I'm sorry, boy, she was sick. And she didn't make it.
What symptoms did she have?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me.
Dr. Theo.
If it matters to Malin.
Fever, sweating, delusion, muttering incantations, and gibberish. Not
Incantation.
not knowing our names after 4 days.
It sounds like some kind of delirium or like an infection or...
Well, there's no real point about going over every little detail. She is dead. Gone. And she has been for nearly 3 decades.
Okay. Calm down, Pop-Pops.
Right.
I'm just trying to get the scene.
Then explain why I can do this. And you're just going to sort of see Rayloff just sort of start taking breath in. And he's going to start just building up anger. And it's just going to start just having the rage just go out. And all the same ice that Pop-Pop would have seen from that's on the dragon, the red dragon, just start appearing all over my body. And just sort of fully covering.
And all of the ice just begins to cover the breastplate, the pauldrons spiking up and over your face and around your neck. And you see Pop-Pop just kind of like lean back slightly. Malon, I have no idea. I knew you were meant for greatness, but whatever.
Look at the ice, Pop-Pop.
Yes, it's ice. What does that have to do with anything? Your mother was gorgeous and amazing, but she's dead.
Pop-Pops.
It's time to let go.
Yo. Pop-Pops.
What?
Calm down. I understand you want to protect him. But at the same time, I'm feeling a load of bullshit right now.
Theron, if you want to keep
What?
talking to me like that in my home, you can go stand outside. Do you understand?
Fine. I'll go outside. Because I know there's some truth that isn't being hit right now. That needs to be hit.
Leave.
That's fine. Just remember, this isn't going to do him any good in the long run. And I'll just leave. I'll wait outside the house.
Malon, just let it go. These are dreams. These are coincidences. I watched your mother die. In my arms. She didn't know who she was. She didn't even know who I was. She didn't know your father. She suffered, Malon. So much. Me and Jalen and your father, wherever he may be. We are never going to forget her. We're never going to forget Andrea, her face, her eyes, her smile. But the weeks of suffering, that hit harder than anything we have had to deal with before. And soon after, your father went. And I really don't know where he went.
I saw him up there. But
Malon.
maybe you're right. Maybe I did just see something up there. But it's not important now. We need to sort out that town first. Once we've sorted that, and we have some time after,
Time.
do you trust me enough to look up there with me?
Malon, even if you wanted to go straight away to the frozen peak, I will follow. It's so upsetting to see you with these delusions of grandeur about your mother. Listen, if you want to go right now to the mountain, we will all go. If you want to go to Girolf and sort that out, and when we're done, I will carry you up the mountain myself. But all of us will follow you. Just before you answer anything, Theron,
Yeah.
come back.
All right. I'm coming. Not in that way, but yeah. I'll make my way in.
And Theron, you sit down, and as Drimbar is like still face to face with Rayloff, he does reach his hand over and grabs your hand, like gently, and just kind of not looking at you, but just gives it like a little shake and a pat, and just holds on to it for a moment.
You right?
What are we doing, Malon?
Come on,
Well,
Rayloff.
We'll go to
Yes.
Yerov. We need to sort that first.
Right. Is everyone in agreement?
Yeah.
And as that is said, I use telepathy into Rayloff said, I'm like, Bud, it's up to you, man. I've got your back either way. I mean, we're closer here than we are to Geralt. If you want to do Geralt, that's absolutely fine. But we're going to get into the shit. But either way, we're going to get into the shit. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. I've got your back either way.
We delayed it long enough. We need to sort this, one way or another.
No offense, Rayloff. Still telepathy. I've waited 20 years. And I've run away from it all my fucking life. Well, what's a few more moments? It's entirely up to you. Nothing to do with me. Your choice.
No. We leave for Jirov. We need to do it.
Right then.
Do that.
You heard them. We leave for Geralt.
And I'll use telepathy and I'll just go, thank you.
And Drimbar like just pulls you in real quick, just for a second, and just pats the back of your head. And as he does, he just whispers, "I apologize for before."
I forgot what happened.
That's the good girl. And just like throws you back to your chair.
As Pop wheels past, I will just stop him for a second. You didn't forget your weed this time, did you?
No. And you see him like wheeling to his bedroom, where his bed chambers. And in a moment he comes back out. Yeah, he comes back out. I had it all along. And he just begins wheeling back.
Did.
Just checking, make sure everything was okay in this place.
Now, let's go to the outskirts. We'll have the dogs all ready and the sled. Is everyone ready to go?
Yeah.
What
I've
Before
packed
we
everybody's
do that-
rations.
What exactly are we doing with the Plagerine and... Are they
Looking
just going
after
to
the ship.
stay on... And they're just going to... Well, I suppose there would be enough food on there for them.
Well, I've made sure they've got enough rations for a whole month.
Yeah.
I've given them some money just in case as well.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Gerald, you owe me 12 gold, bro. Out of the party funds. I used my own funds.
Have we actually arrived back? That is always the question.
What, have you and Braum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been here for this entirety.
Excellent. Okay. It's okay. I'll subtract it from the 279 gold you owe me still.
How'd you figure?
When I paid your bail for Lord Bolin.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Braum just like leans to you, Gerald. Nice move.
Oh, fuck off.
And Red's like pipes up, just as everyone's like, all of you are like, you're checking the straps on your breastplates, on your coats, check through, getting the rations from Theron and packing them in your packs and checking you've got everything. One last safety check, and you hear Red. I haven't really travelled all that much, so does that mean that I can just stay here with the Pladrine and the ship?
No.
Why?
Because we
Did
need
you
to
need to
convince
come
your
with
dad.
us?
Yeah, but what about your dad? They'll just attack us without you.
I mean, you're all persuasive. You know, you don't really need me there.
Okay, Red, here we go. Here we go. Listen, what do you want out of life? Come on, tell us the truth. What is your main goal? Apart from surviving, apart from stealing out of our pockets, what is your main goal?
Wait, she's been stealing. Gerald's gonna start checking his shit.
Alright, you check. I don't think you had anything stolen from your pack.
No, not from metagame wise. I don't.
Yeah.
You haven't
So
sold
no,
me that
you
anything's
check. Everything's still there. And Red...
For now.
Yeah, for now. Red just looks at you, Theron.
Yeah.
Love?
Okay, I mean, I can't guarantee you that I'm gonna love you. I mean, I am a charming guy, but...
Who said I wanted any love from you? Really?
To be honest,
Really?
no one wants love off me. But, hey,
It's true.
I get that.
thank you.
Fine. Okay, so I'll come along. I'll talk to my dad.
But, like, out of interest, like, what I've got from the situation is Mike's hiring everybody you know. Don't you love the family that you already had?
Yeah, but sometimes the family that you put into is worse than the family you could choose.
Hey, I'm learning my father was a fucking dickhead. And he pretty much enslaved and took fucking... like, all the money from all the poor folk. So...
Oh no.
Yeah, but he
well,
seemed a bit insane.
and it's pretty much like, you know, father
shut
like
the
son.
fuck up, Tara.
Red,
What you mean, father?
where
like
are you
son?
going to stay?
I could stay on the ship.
And
How about you face your own destiny, like I'm doing right now?
Really?
I have a responsibility to.
They
I
are-
have a respons.
there,
I have a. What?
just hold on.
I'm holding.
Did you enjoy being here with my family?
Yeah.
Me personally.
I loved.
Oh, Red.
You're so rude. Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. Jeez.
I've enjoyed it, but really, I enjoyed travelling with you or more. I mean, I nearly
She's
cut
gone
all
mad.
of you.
No. You didn't.
You
I will.
You got close, but
I
you
got-
didn't, though.
I held
You
back
got... Yeah,
Because
by
I-
my arm.
because I saw you and you looked so weak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that what you felt like when you hit the floor?
You want to try it again?
And at that point, I use prestidigitation to cool all of Red's clothes as much as I can.
Oh shit! Why?
It was fun. Hey, you steal from us, I pull pranks.
I didn't steal. I borrowed. Fuck it. Come on. All right. I'll come with.
Now that's better.
Is someone,
that's how you persuade
someone
people.
still at the house, though? Right now, that isn't Brom or Pop Pop.
You. At least from what you heard Drimbar say before, Jalen and Rory are going to be sticking around the house to look after everything.
Are they in the room or are they close?
They're just in the other room in the kitchen, sort of like getting ready to prepare a lunch.
Okay. I'm going to go to them.
Can I quickly just say to Rayloff, out of interest, I know you were talking to Red, but to be honest, your family, it kind of actually warms on my heart. Not like the fake bullshit that I usually come out with. So it's appreciative to be here. to witness it. So it's everything I wish I had that I really don't.
I'll sort of pat him on the shoulder and just say to him, "You can try and say that all you want. We're not getting together." I'm just gonna walk off.
I just quickly give him a pat on the back. Nice one, Rayloff. Jeez.
Alright, Tara.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
I have a bit of a... I want to say question, more of a... If you could do it for me?
Well, if you're wondering about that, that's all. We've got it all sorted. I mean, we've got second breakfast just on the way. So if you hold off maybe just like another 2.5 hours, it'll all be done and be hot and fresh to serve.
We're gonna be going.
Okay.
As much as we would love some of your...
Are you going to remember me as Rory, or are you going to remember me as the soon-to-be captain of the skirmish? Huh?
Soon to be captain of the skirmish.
Well, that's the answer that I always wanted.
Fantastic.
Can Theron hear any of this?
All of you can hear like gentle mumbles.
Okay, no, it's alright. Because I certainly would have said something.
I have a question that I would love for you to say yes.
Aye.
It's just while we're away, and where we're going, I'm worried about their well-being.
Aye.
Is there any chance that you could look after Mogwai for me?
What's a mogwai? And just peering over your shoulder is the small owlbear cub.
This is Mogwai.
Oh, isn't he a cute little thing?
Yes.
Well,
If you
I'm
think
definitely
about
not
it.
going to put you in the stew.
Really don't. I'll lift Mogwai off me and put him on the floor.
I couldn't help but overhear that you have a few more friends on your ship.
We do.
Would...
And Rory just kind of looks over to Jalen, and Jalen just takes over.
What he's trying to say is, would your friends all like to come and share in our hovel? Just for a little while.
I think they'd appreciate it.
What we'll do then, just after you go, we'll make sure to go over and invite them round.
That'd be really good. Would you be okay looking after Mogwai though?
Of course, it's absolutely no trouble.
Fantastic. I'll pull out the chunk of meat that I have. He loves this kind of meat. It's probably a bit old and smelly,
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit green around the edges.
Yeah.
And straight away, Jalen.
That's completely fine. We have
You positive?
an absolute lot of other things. But thank you.
A lot of meat.
I'll cut off a little bit and give it Mogwai while I stop the floor. And then I'll pull out the blankets. Look at it and, like, attempt to tear in my eye. Maybe my facial features will do it, but tears won't come out. He's going to have to sleep with one of you.
Well, I think I'll have to take that one.
Okay. And I'll kind of like,
And-
not
and you shove
forcibly,
it,
but
like,
like,
just
I need to.
Away, yeah.
Yeah.
And just at that moment, you do feel sad.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is just in that moment of sadness, just at the precipice where you know you'd cry before,
Yeah.
you feel sad, but you feel like just that something on the end is missing from that feeling. Almost
Yeah.
as if you're just remembering the emotion and not actually feeling it. And in that moment, you do feel just a little colder.
Wound.
You have to think about it, and it'll light up. And I'll think and
And you just-
concentrate on it.
Okay, well, I'm sure I can do that for you.
He likes to sleep here,
Hmm?
sometimes here, sometimes down here.
Dear, dear,
And she just like grabs either side of your shoulders.
Yeah.
don't worry at all. I'll take good care of him.
He really likes to eat.
I gathered. It's a good thing that I always do extra portions. Now,
Yeah.
go on. He'll be safe.
Positive.
He'll be safe.
And you
I'll
just
kneel
see
down
and you
to
see
him.
Mogwai.
It's only gonna be for a little bit, buddy. Only a little bit.
And you see his eyes, if they can,
yeah.
get even bigger and like full puppy dog welling up at the end, at the bottom. And he just like slams himself
Yeah.
into you for you to like pick
As
him
I
up
go
for,
to, but yeah.
for a hug, and you just see him like so eagerly and enthusiastic to snuggle all over you,
Yeah, yeah.
and you do find that that emotion is rising, whether it's
Yeah.
you're remembering it or feeling it. But
Yeah.
yeah, Mogwai just begins to curl and wriggle around before you set him back down.
Yeah. I'll pull out. I've got a little hand axe. I'll pull it out. Trim some of his fur. Knot it up so I've got a little bit.
And Mogwai just
I'll see you later. And then I'll just dive back down and give him another.
and just the gargling and the sort of kind of whimpers but excited,
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
whimpers begin to come out before you settle him down to the ground, and you see Jalen very gently like begin to stroke him, and he's a little bit more reserved, but
Yeah.
staring at you as you
Yeah.
begin to.
I'll kind of like usher myself back, hands trying to find the door. Be good. Be good. Bye.
And you hear Jalen, "Bye, it's okay," and you close the door. And
Audibly.
yeah, all of you see Tara come out of the kitchen, closing the door, and she is just shaken.
I'm just gonna head down and walk out.
Yeah, okay.
If someone stops me, that's fair, but I'm gonna be.
I'll just stop her. I'll just be like, Tara, you gonna be okay?
Of course, all people do not. No. Yeah.
Give me a shout if you need me, which you won't. But
Come on, Theo.
what? Where are we going?
And all of you gather your things, unless there's anything you want to do before you go. Anything left, anyone?
No.
I need 2 hours on this toboggan.
Yeah, you might find that. But all of you grab your things, follow Pop Pop right out the door. You all walk through the far southern end of the outskirts of Guldrone, finding your way onto a sort of lowly, snow-covered set path that at least leads out of Guldrone. For how long, you're not sure. But on either side of you as you exit, you find almost like the sand dunes in the desert again from just around Brenton, from the Crawler's Respite, but completely shock white. You see some rocky grey boulders that stick up, barely visible, and snow covering across them, but yet you all begin to face this one path that leads out, and it's just hills of snow and a snow-covered path. No real change, completely mysterious of what may lie ahead. And just at that point, you see a couple of the Durgar come out leading some dogs, and you see this large direwolf that has been set and with a custom like chair with like almost this seat belt that goes over the lap, that Pop just grabs and like pulls himself onto, standing now on the back of the direwolf for about a solid 5.5 feet, 6 feet or so. And the other Durgar bring out just 2 lines of 3 younger direwolves, but still large and muscular. Each of them, at least the heads, just from standing, come up to about 4 feet off the ground, 4.5 maybe. So they're very muscular and still large enough, as they both get set onto this large enclosed sled. Almost imagine like a typical like typical like fairy tale carriage, but throw the wheels away and let it just slide on its own.
Nice.
It's a large enough space, but it'll be cozy with everyone in.
Are they just normal? Are they normal wolves or dire wolves?
Young direwolves.
Oh, okay. Theron appreciates it.
But you all get into the sled. Braum definitely making sure that he has a seat next to Gerald.
Okay. I need to be in the middle.
And you hear Drimbar just from outside. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Then let's
Show
go.
on the road.
And he like you hear his wolf, like as he kicks the sides, you just hear the straight, like the immediate begin to walk away as one of the Durgars who are staying on the sled with you, who's all bundled up, pretty much imagine like a really teeny tiny but puffy little marshmallow. You know, it's one that has one of those bubble coats on and they're like this.
Yeah.
Like almost like dressing up a toddler in so many layers. They're like that. They're
So me in real life. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and you see this Durgar who's wrapped up a fourfold easily, just wrapped up with
Like
layer
an
after
Eskimo.
layer, full on Eskimo, and just after that crack of the reins, you hear just the small muttering of all 6 of these younger direwolves before they begin to lurch off, and all of you feel that weird lurch inside the sled, the enclosed, like almost like carriage-like sled, and you begin on your journey towards Geralf. Now,
I need to start doning off my armor and then doning on my armor.
donning,
It takes an hour.
donning and doffing.
Yeah.
Doning.
It'll take me an hour to take it off.
Doning.
And an hour to
I'm
put
so
it on.
posh.
Okay.
Doning. You know.
Well, the current stretch, I'd say you do travel for roughly about, I'd say about a solid 7 hours or so straight. So if there's anything anyone wants to do in that time, in the 7 hours, just let me know. If it's anything like passively as you're going.
Gerald will get rid of the achievement from the Cloak of Arachnida and get for the Bow of Base instead. So he's changing that across.
I'd love to try and do that magnify gravity thing, if possible.
You know you can start it at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Right, you got
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yeah.
Just remember
Yeah.
that if it's in your own school, everything's halved. Apart from the gold worth.
Yeah,
Well,
we've got
materials
7
for-
hours anyway, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but
really
you've got
matter.
half the time.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'll look at it in the break.
Yeah.
In a
Okay.
bit, fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, as all of you begin to do these little things in this journey, as it goes quiet in the sled, and you just enjoy the peace, venturing out into the wilderness of Yolduheim. All of you, after the 7.5 hour mark, as nightfall is gently beginning to coast over the skyline, you hear the Durgar, whoa! As all of the dogs and your sled just kind of stops for a second, and you hear Drimbar, everyone, there's something. And as any of you like just open the small little door and begin to peek out, you just see these silhouettes, large, gigantic humanoid silhouettes, holding large pieces of trees, just moving towards you. And you hear this, you hear Drimbar straight away. You're going to have to get ready! We've got trolls! And right then you hear just you just hear almost like a cacophony, thank you. You hear a cacophony and just a echoing scream from all of these trolls at the same time, but you just hear with that skip. And Theron, just in this moment, as the trolls are getting closer and you all hear and feel the ground, Theron, as you're looking out, you just hear one of your glasses just as another crack re-emerges. And just as the trolls get close enough to you, that's where you take a quick break and come back in, well, from there.
Nice.
This is fun.
It is.
Yay.
We're here. At least we're on the journey. That's the good
Yes.
part.
I do need go because I'm in pain right now because I've been holding in a weight.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, you run. Speaking of Theron running for a piss, this is the time we're going to take all of us and go use the bathroom, get some snackies, so if you need to, please go do the same. Thank you very much for sticking around so far. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have, and we'll be here in just a short while to pick this up. So thank you, and we'll see you again in a very little while. Hello and welcome back to the game. As we come back in, the Companions of Fate finally, after a heart-to-heart and a slight argument between Drimbar and Rayloff, debating on what the truth was about Andrea, Caldro's wife, and Rayloff's long-lost mother. However, you all got your affairs in order, you got your packs ready. Tara said goodbye to Mogwai for the first time in years that they have separated. And you all began to head out in this carriage sled, dragged and led off by 6 young direwolves, with Drimbar riding a fully grown direwolf on his own up front. And just after about 7.5 hours of peaceful travel, and all of you taking time to get your things ready and do little things before anything happened, and just at the 7-hour mark, you all came face to face with large, gigantic trolls as they began to hurtle towards you as you crept just to the side of a couple broken down trees. And at this point, as Theron, you look out and you see these silhouettes gain colour, the blue-green skin and the elongated arms begin to just wave back and forth as they charge to all of you. And just at that point, in one lens of your glasses, you see one little break form. And just as all of you hear another onslaught, and you hear the roar with a slight skip in between, that is where we're going to pick up, and I want all of you to roll initiative for me.
Boy.
Let me just get this up. Okay. Initiative. Okay.
And I will say as well, just because I do like you guys, I'm going to move you onto the map.
Yeah.
And show everyone else, and have you guys put yourselves. I'd say I'll just doodle where the shape would be. Let's say the carriage is about here.
Okay.
As you pulled up. So if you guys would like to put yourselves around there.
Where's the carriage?
Bottom left.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you never said it was a good doodle.
No, it's just a little. There it is. Listen, it's a decent doodle. Okay. Just at that moment, Gerald, Braum grabs your shoulder and like pulls you to him, and he just straight away pulls you in the carriage or in the sled. I'm going to go get. I'm going to get Pop out. I'll get the sled away. Be safe. And he just leaps out one of the doors and goes to the small Duergar on the front of the carriage sled. What are you doing? Move! And just smashes his hand against one of the young direwolf's ass, and all of them begin to start kicking up as he like sort of leaps on the side of the sled. As all of you kind of bundle out, the sled begins to move away, following Pop just around a small ridge and a hill that overlooks the entire scene. You just hear Braum yell out, Pop! Move forward! Around! And you see Drimbar just look back. But I can fight! Not now, old man! Move! And straight away, Drimbar, and the direwolf begins to leave. So I'll leave that doodle there so you know where the sled was, where you've been popped out. Is anyone not on there right now? Theron, you just need to get yourself on.
Oh. Okay.
But
how'd you do that? I didn't even know how to do it.
On roll 20. go into your journal.
There you
You should
go.
have your character and then drag.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah.
And then you can
Yeah.
click drag. Cool. All right. So initiative, 25 to 20. Oh, is it dead silence? 20 to 15.
15.
17. 17 for Theron.
Okay.
17 for me as well.
All right. What are your dex mods?
3.
What's
Plus
your...
1 for Dex.
Okay.
It's
So
definitely gonna be a real
so
life
yeah.
first.
So okay. So Rayloff, then Theron, then Terra. 10 to 5. Oh, sorry, 15 to 10.
Mine's 12.
Okay, and that is all of you guys done. Okay. Alright, cool. So, top of the round, Rayloff. You see these gargantuan trolls. You look to the ground as the powder of snow and mist begins to disperse as you see these silhouettes become blue and green, holding large pieces of trees and trunks. And you look to the ground real quick, and all of you notice there are orcish bodies laying all across this snow-topped, what must maybe have been a camp, as a couple of trees are completely knocked down, and a small campfire is off in the distance that has been long put out. So, Rayloff. You are up, top of the round. What would you like to do?
Well, first I'm gonna rage.
Okay, you just... and the ice begins to spike off of you.
And then... Yeah, I'm just gonna go forwards, I think, and then... Yeah. Whereabouts would they... Would I technically be underneath them there?
Sorry?
Or would it be like... Is that technically within 5 feet? I'm not sure how it works with the squares.
No, you'd have to be just like, right, pretty much under him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm gonna give them the old hit and then hit again.
Okay, awesome. So, roll 2 attacks for me.
Are these the size of bar?
A little bit smaller.
Okay.
I mean, a good fraction smaller. Not as beefy, but definitely as intimidating.
Yeah. Like, bar on a bad day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Both of them were 17 to hit.
Okay. So it's both 17. Just give me 1 second.
With my fly up.
Okay, your first attack has advantage, and your second attack also has advantage. So roll 2 more times.
Okay. Well, it didn't help the first one, but the second one is 28.
Okay, awesome. All right, so both hit. As you feel that second one, just as you swing again, you feel like a slight skip forward, but there's propulsion in your blade that isn't of your own control.
Mace.
Well,
flail actually.
yeah,
but yeah.
flail. But yeah, you feel this like skip forward slightly, partway through that second swing, that crashes it in even harder. So roll for damage for those 2 hits for me. And Theron, you are on deck.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was 13. Yeah. So 13 plus 3 for the first one.
So that's 16 damage.
16 for the first one and 12 for the second.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So you crack into the very low thigh, just near the knee, and you just hurl your flail around and slam into the other side of the knee, and you hear the troll. is there anything you like to do with your bonus, or with anything you like to do?
I'll use my bonus, didn't I? The rage.
Oh yeah. Well, for movement, do you want to cover any more ground or stay where you are?
No, I'll just stay there.
Okay. All right, Theron, you are up with Terror on deck.
Oh.
Theron, what would you like to
How'd you ping on this?
do? Just hold
can
left
hold.
click.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see this one here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to use a 4th level synaptic static.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw of 16,
Okay.
if you will.
I was going to say, if any time you want a wisdom save, just so no one gets suspicious, just tell me which save without giving me the number, and yeah. But it's fine. It's fine either way. But wisdom save.
Also, isn't it an area of effect spell as well?
No. That. Oh. Yeah, but they're not. It's a 20-foot area, so
Yeah,
they're not,
but look at that. From there, that's 20 foot. That hits the other ogre.
Troll.
Oh, look. Anyway,
Troll.
let me have a look at the spell then.
Well, if you did it where the arrow
Even
is,
if
you
you
could hit
hit
all
it to the
three.
center. Yeah.
You could hit all three if you wanted to.
Would it work on this side as well?
It would.
Do you have to target a creature or an area?
Each creature in a 20-foot radius
Yep,
of
okay,
the sphere
alright.
on that point must make an intelligence saving
Okay.
throw.
Intelligence save.
Not wisdom.
Okay. Where are you aiming it? So I know who's rolling and what's rolling.
That's me.
Wherever I can get both of them. Like
You can do three of them.
You can either get if you put it where whoever's doing the arrow, you can either put it on the left side and get all three, right side all three. But obviously, short is
Yeah, I'll do the left 3 then.
Okay. Cool. All right. So intelligence save.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Did I forget to mention they're really wise?
All right. So the first one is a 0.
Yeah.
The second is a 13.
Just under. Right.
And the last one is a 7.
We're
So
gonna
they all
guess
fail.
our tails. You're telling him.
So what were the scores?
0, 7, and 13, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all fail.
Okay. Cool.
Are you okay?
As he drops his dice.
Or are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a grand total of +5. Not good at maths.
So if you shout them out, we can help you.
38.
Okay, so that's 38 damage on both. Would you like to describe how this spell looks to everyone?
Yeah, synaptic snap. If I could say it properly. You'll just see this purple, like you'll see my glyphs go up again now, and you'll see my eyes start to glow, but the greenish bluish energy turns to like a purple and swirls into a purple energy into my eyes, and you'll see this like sort of like electricity in the air, this purple electricity, and then you'll just see like this shockwave go out.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And as all of you see this red electrical current just spur from nowhere and shock through the minds and the bodies, reaching up from their large toes all the way up to the top of their heads, you see all three trolls.
And after a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number of rolls from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself.
Okay.
Success.
All
At least
right
you got
then.
3 off them once.
Okay.
Very nice.
So I will just mark down you and you. Okay. So each of those that have a small mark on them are affected by the synapse.
And I've put it in the roll 20
Awesome.
thingy.
Yeah,
If
cool.
it sends.
Good shit. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus or movement at all? With Terror on deck.
I shall just move to the edge of the map.
Okay, awesome. All right. So just after this shockwave of purple-red electricity just races through 3 of these trolls and causing a lot of pain for all of them. Theron, you quickly dart back slightly, just gaining some more distance. And it is now Terra. You are up with Gerald on deck. Terra, what would you like to do?
Amazing. What I would like to do is Rayloff! Be big! I'm gonna enlarge Rayloff.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, sorry, it was the 5th level spell. Sorry.
That's okay.
As my
Yeah.
action.
All right. So Rayloff, just in that moment, and after you hear Terra shout towards you, you feel your skin stretch and grow, your bones and muscles all begin to form and just expand. And before you know it, you are just as big, if not towering just a good foot or so, or a good few inches above these trolls. Terra.
I'm going to put aside my little cape to reveal the dancing scimitar, and as I pull it out to throw it out, I try to whistle, but it'll make a whistly hum, so it'll go like for me. Just that's the attempt that I can try, and I'll throw it towards the troll that's next to Rayloff.
Okay.
And I'll aim for maybe his arm or anywhere that's probably the closest, because it's literally at its max range.
Okay. All right. So are you just launching it and letting it attack on its own?
Its attack on its
Yeah.
own.
Okay. So
That's my bonus action.
yes. Okay. So can it roll for that attack for me, please?
It can. $18.
18. Okay. Just as the scimitar, as it goes to slash across the tricep of one of the trolls, before your eyes, as it goes to slice,
Yeah.
the entire scimitar just like almost blinks out of reality for a moment before it just blinks, but it's on the other side of the troll as it slashes that attack and just hits nothing but air.
But did I see it disappear
Yeah,
and then
you,
reappear?
I guess you more or less saw it like just blink. No real like gone and then there, but it was just like mid swing, it just just blinked past the troll on the other side and continued the swing.
Okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. Crying face, cry face. And as my movement, I'm going to foot. I'm going to hide there in the trees.
Okay.
Or not hide, obviously, because I've used my action already, but I'll try to use the foliage to my advantage.
Okay, yeah, you can nestle into some of the branches of the pine tree that have just are just resting, almost like really thick blankets of foliage, and you're able to nestle yourself in, pretty confident that no one can see you, or well, the trolls aren't able to see you.
Yeah. And that ends my turn.
Okay, awesome, Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
After witnessing like the blink of the thing, can I have I'd like to do like a check for any or sensing any magic that is affecting the area that is not, of course, our standard stuff.
I'll say that will take you action.
Yes, that's
okay. So I'd say just to sort of like just deep breath and just embrace that musical magic that you have inside you, and just to feel the surrounding area. I want you to roll an Arcana check for me.
okay. And I will use the advantage that the book has given me to do so for this.
Okay.
So that is gone. There goes the dice. I will roll a different one. That is a 18.
Okay. As you know, normally that sort of that musical magic inside you gives you that very warm sensation. And as you put your feathered hands out and look and just feel around the area and look left and right and across, rather than the biting, chilling cold hitting your fingertips, you instantly just get this not just warm, burning sensation of magic and arcane everywhere.
Okay.
Bless you.
Intense.
I know.
Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus or movement?
Guess it's
Yeah, I'm going to using just the bow that I've got so far. I'm going to just like strum a little bass line with the natural bass that's already sort of going. I'm going to go one for one and all, one for all. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and I'll give inspiration to Brom. But then I'd also like to. Oops,
Brom has gone and ran with.
Is he fucked up?
Yeah,
he's actually
Drimbar.
fucked
Yeah.
off. In which case, I shall pass it on to.
Pop pops. No, joking.
No, he's already got as well. I'll pass on to Theron actually for that.
Okay, alright. Theron, you have a bardic inspiration.
Which
Thank you.
is a D8
Yeah.
for this one.
How long does it last for?
10 minutes.
Actually, don't bother with me. It's alright.
Oh, too late.
Well, you've got it now.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
it. He's made his
Okay.
decision. Yeah. No,
It
no,
lasts 10 minutes.
no retcons for taking
Because my
bonuses.
range attacks are pretty good.
Well,
so it's
that's the
fine.
thing. You've got a +8 to any roll.
Yeah, including
my
saving
changes.
throws.
Yeah.
But I've also got a +8 on my range attack, so +8
Right,
and
just-
8. Oh, actually, I suppose
Yeah. So
Cool,
you
yeah.
get to use a D8 to roll it and add that number to any saving throw, attack roll, or check.
how long does it last for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you've got
that's fine, that's fine,
100
that's fine.
rounds.
Yeah,
Or 60 rounds, should I say.
All right, Giles. Do you
Oh
want,
shit, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to save,
We need more.
stay where you are, or?
I would also just like to shout out to everybody, there's a foul magic in here. There's something's amiss. And I'm going to also, I will move, and I'll just move back to this sort of side.
Okay. Yeah.
On that.
All right. You shout that out, warning everyone of the arcane field just in the air, and you dart to the side. All right. It is now the trolls' turns. So. This troll is going to wander over to you, Terra.
Okay.
This one is also going to wander to you, Terra.
Okay.
I'm not ganging up on you, I promise.
Promise.
this one
I thought it was him.
is
Hit the
going
trolls
to. The
Angel
troll on the
Sarah.
far right is going to use his action to dash and get to you, Theron. But that's his turn done. So, with
you
this,
cunt.
with this troll turning, shut up, you girl. With that troll turning around towards you, Rayloff, and just as it like rears back and screams in your face, you notice this weird as it screams, that vocal skip. You notice the throat and the vocal cords also kind of like a resetting every now and then, without it trying, as it just in your face, just before it's going to swing its huge tree trunk twice and then going for a bite. So, its first attack. First attack has disadvantage, so yeah. So it's a natural 1, just swings way over you and misses. The next one has disadvantage again. That is a this isn't gonna hit.
Out of interest, what does muddled thoughts mean?
It's flavor.
Thoughts are muddled.
Yeah, there's no actual condition for it.
Okay.
But,
The
That's
attack
why,
is said
that's
it.
why you get the
Oh,
D6
you get,
minus off
they
the
get the
thing.
D6 off of each attack.
It does say rolls a d6 and
Yeah,
subtracts the number.
yeah.
Have you
It's
been doing
attack
that before,
rolls.
actually?
I haven't done it yet because I've rolled so fucking low.
Oh, fair enough.
Just to save rolling it for pointless reasons.
Yeah.
The second try with the tree trunk for this troll is it's like fucking 11. Alright, and his bite, it's going to try. Let's have a look and see. Okay, it has
from attack rolls
advantage.
as well.
Yeah, okay. If I roll so low I know it's going to miss, I'm not going to roll a d6. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take it off.
Fair one.
Alright,
fair
so
one,
this
fair
one has advantage. Alright, okay, that's a 19.
Would this be
Well, total.
advantage, but he has disadvantage from Muddle Mind?
No,
No, you have to roll d6 and subtract it. It's not the
I'm
same
rolling a
as-
d6 now.
No
Yeah.
worries.
That's
Well,
nine-
unless it rolls a
that's
1.
19 minus 4.
It misses.
Dick. So, you notice that as this troll swings, there are a couple times when you feel its body kind of stutter for a second before it continues, and it misses, and then it gets a slight bit of ground on you for a moment as it and slams down, missing you entirely. And just as it tries to grab you and go for a bite on your chest, you feel it. You can tell it's actually going to hit, and just in that moment, you see like a slight spark around its head of that red and purple lightning, just shoots up, and it instantly, just halfway through the bite, it turns its head away from you, missing you entirely.
Don't forget doing chance roll to see if you break out both.
Yes, thank you. Let's have a look. No. Not even close. The next load of attacks are against you, Terra.
No worries.
So the first one, I'll just see what I'll see what the attack. Well, I'll just see what the advantage and disadvantage is like.
No worries. I've done that for Muddle Mind.
Okay, thank you. So the first attack has disadvantage.
Okay.
So I'll just roll that. Okay, so that's a 12 to hit.
It doesn't.
Fuck. The second attack for the big tree trunk also has disadvantage. That's a 17.
Now doesn't.
Have you done
Fuck,
the d6?
yeah. No, not yet. And the bite as it goes in. Let's see. That is going to be a. Yeah, it's got advantage on this one. Okay.
Get
Okay.
a 1.
That's a natural 20. on
Yeah,
the bite.
Nice.
Roll the d6 so you get what you subtract.
I can do, but a 20 is a critical. But if you want me
But
to,
still.
Like guaranteed hit.
okay. I'll say the total.
Oh, is it guaranteed?
Yeah.
I don't know how you work it.
Yeah, natural 20 is like it's hitting. There's no what's the total.
Double damage.
Yeah.
Ah, bitch.
Okay, let's have a look. So in that moment, Tara, as it
Did you roll for the
misses...
17?
Sorry?
Did you roll for the 17 one? The subtracted.
No, because it didn't hit Tara.
Oh, okay, yeah.
'Cause-
Sam.
Yeah, Tara equipped breastplatey stuff, and
breastplate.
now
Ah,
it's
okay.
higher AC.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
After the two large swings of the tree trunk that just narrowly miss you at times, it goes down to bite, and just as you think it's not going to hit and not going to grab onto you, you see the face as it's coming at you diagonally, and just in that moment it and just blinks in front of you and bites down all over your shoulder and arm.
I'll roll for Constitution soon though. It's still up.
Okay, nice. Okay, double damage. You're going to take.
Don't make me cry.
You're going to take 26 points of piercing damage with that
Okay.
critical bite
Damage. Okay, go.
as it latches
Cry.
on. And it's going to try and get out of the synapse. No, it doesn't matter. Natural one. Next troll, last troll.
Yeah.
First, so 2 attacks with a tree trunk and 1 bite. So first attack is going to have. Fuck, I can check this. It's going to have advantage.
Okay.
So the first attack is a 18.
Minus
25 to hit.
Oh, shit.
Minus the d6.
It's got together 6.
4.
That
There you
hits.
So that one hits. That is going to deal.
With a big boy with a big boy roll. Literally.
In all fairness, it wasn't that great of a roll. You're only going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from that first tree trunk.
level 5 static.
The second is going to be another advantage on the attack.
Oh, sorry, I'll roll Constitution.
Yep.
Concentration.
That's right, you just need to get above a 10.
10. I got that.
Fuck yeah, nice.
18.
Alright, and the next one is a 21 to hit, minus the d6 is a minus 5.
It doesn't hit with the
Okay,
minus 5.
okay, fuck me. So the
Like
second
hero?
one, just as it's going, and it
Stay in my
blinks
brain,
slightly
not
to
out
go
loud.
even closer. At that point, you see that electricity just almost blind it in its eyes, and it looks away and just flails it across. The bite.
Theron is smirking, by the way.
The bite is going to be an
Yeah,
advantage
not
on the
say,
attack.
not said anything. In my brain, I've gone. Thanks, Theo. There's nothing to smile at.
The advantage.
Theron's just like,
The advantage attack on the bite is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, and just on that, that troll looks as if it's like just barely going to get you, and again, it rather than blinking in front of you this time with the face, it rears down towards you, and you hear that very cut off and like almost like record scratchy over and over as it leans down and then goes to bite, and it just blinks and heads just straight into the snow and finds nothing. All of their turns are done. They're not moving anywhere. They're staying where they are. Top of
thanks,
the round.
Theron.
Actually, before that last troll goes,
Oh yeah, you need roll.
natural 20.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration. Fucking re-roll that bitch.
One. Oh.
Yes,
But
please.
one.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a great fucking shame. That is, mate.
Fucking hate you guys.
Does that mean Static is still
Still
in?
up on
Still up.
all 3 of them. Okay. So, top of the round. Raylov. As top of the round, as you see all of these like trolls like attacking and blinking, and some of your allies like the scimitar blink and miss or hit, same as your flail. It's all very, very fucked up and sketchy just around everyone. But it is top of the round. What would you like to do? You see the trolls, a couple of them look like they're starting to hurt.
Obviously, runs been around.
Uh,
You feel like they hurt like when they tried to attack it hurt them?
No, just from the onslaught to at least one of them, they're starting to look a little bit hurt.
Juicy.
But Raylov, you're up with Theron on deck. What would you like to do?
so I'm guessing if I move there, will that technically, I would still be in range of this guy, wouldn't I? Would I?
His size is increased.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there, so I'm sort of above Terra.
Yeah,
Sort of
Terry,
blocking
you look up just as Raylov steps in front of you and over you.
Melon!
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna hit this guy still.
Okay.
And I'll
right.
be in range.
Yep. Okay. Roll for an attack for me.
You got it both. Cool. Just plain? Plain Jane?
You have disadvantage on this attack.
Both of them.
Just the first one.
Okay, well, I'll
So-
just take it as just one attack then.
Okay.
21.
All right. And the second one you have advantage.
Okay.
So 21 does hit.
24 on the second.
Easy. Both hit. Roll for damage for me.
You gain
Yeah,
an
I'll
extra
do it.
D4 damage for being enlarged.
Okay. So that is 12 plus a d4. So 14 for the first hit,
Mm-hmm. All right.
and then 12 plus a d4 again. And that's yeah. So it's
It was 12.
12.
Oh, sorry. It was 15 that you said before, wasn't it? Or 13?
No, sorry. 14 for the first hit and
Yeah.
13 for the second.
Okay, yeah. Very easily as you launch your flail, and you feel a weird, like, again, static, like, blinking as you swing. But luckily, both just aid that propulsion of your flail and smash harder into this troll. And just as it slams across, that final hit across its jaw and temple, and you watch part of its head just crush into itself. That ogre falls over with a heavy thud, lifeless and dead.
I will use my bonus action then to just do the 2-weapon fighting extra attack.
Okay, and you are going to have disadvantage on this one.
Okay. Doesn't matter because I rolled a nat 1 on the first roll.
Okay, unfortunately, as you go for the offhand attack, you're kind of still regaling from this sudden kill as you kind of just swing, and it just hits her. Alright, awesome. Do you want to move anywhere or stay where you are?
No, I'm staying right where I am.
Good shit. Theron, you are up with Terror on deck. Theron, what would you like to do?
I am indeed. Which monster looks the most hurt?
None.
You'd have to roll a perception check.
Nah, that would cost an action for
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just aim towards the one that's right by me then.
Okay.
That one. I've already done the rolls, that's fine. I'm going to cast in half an hour. Phantasmal Killer at 4th level.
Okay. And is that a save or an attack roll?
None of your business. Wisdom save of 16.
Okay, wisdom save. Let's have a look. Alright, and is that minus d6 as well? With Sonatic?
Yeah, saving throws.
No, it's not saving throws. It's only
Just
Oh wait,
checks and attack
ability
rolls.
checks.
It's
And
attack
no,
rolls.
yeah, not save.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, cool. So, wisdom save.
My attack roll is 22 to hit.
You don't need to roll attack if it's a save.
I'll do what I want.
Okay, well, they need to just roll a save, and he, in total, rolled a 3. So, it hits.
Good. And the damage is a 9, 7, 4, and a 10, which equals 30.
Nice!
Yo.
Would you like to describe how this spell happens?
Certainly. That purple energy from the previous spell that's still on the go turns muddied, and it's less electrical and more like a fluid in his eyes, and all you hear me say is, "Your nightmares are about to become real." And you tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range,
Mm-hmm.
and create an illusionary manifestation of its deepest fears. Visible to only that creature, the target must make a wisdom saving throw, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Frightened for the duration. At the end of each target's turns before the spell ends, the target must take... must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage on a
Okay.
successful save.
Alright. No problem.
Oh, okay then. So you don't take the damage yet then.
Okay. So, straight away, you see this large troll just freeze for a moment. And just like start beginning to crumble into itself. Almost like trying to duck and go onto its large knees and begin to hide and wail just this long echoing just constantly. Is there anything you want to...
Do you take damage or not damage until the ending? It's a little bit unclear because you have to make a wisdom saving throw. But it just says before the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
It becomes frightened as soon as it fails. At the
But
end
it
of
doesn't
the
take
target's turn,
Yeah,
it
so
then
it's-
must succeed in
Yeah,
another
so-
saving throw and then take damage.
So does it take damage as soon as it do the spell? But
No.
I imagine not.
It's on,
Yeah.
on the end of each of its turns.
However, I am concentrating for up to a minute.
Okay,
That's the spell.
cool. Alright, are you moving anywhere or doing anything else?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to fucking stand there, you dickhead. Blah blah blah. How much movement have we got? 5. There's not really too many places now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go there.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so with Theron, after you pretty much reduce this troll to tears and wailing and whimpering, you quickly dart away, leaving that incantation and concentrating on it as you wander away. Terra, you are up with Gerald on deck. What would you like to do?
I would like to use a bit of my movement to go closer to the inner parts of between the two trolls, and I would like to attempt to hide using my action to hide,
Okay, roll.
and then
Yeah,
go on. Sorry, go on.
roll a
roll.
stealth check for me, please.
Will do. I don't have that staff on me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in my backpack. It's not
Okay.
on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
person. Just so you know. I rolled a 17 stealth. I have a 2, 19.
Okay, alright. So after you feel you're confidently hidden,
I was going to say, if I feel like I'm more comfortably hidden, like I thought I was more than I was confidently they were going to miss.
Yep.
I want to back behind this troll. So I'm here. I want to back behind this troll. So he.
Yeah, easily done. I'll just.
Or at least close enough so this one doesn't hit me.
Yeah, I will.
But
I'll do a disadvantage perception check on that troll that you're getting away from.
Yeah, no problem.
Just to see.
If he sees where I'm moving to.
No, doesn't beat you whatsoever.
No worries. With my bonus action, I would like to attempt to move with the icon of my little blue red square.
Yeah.
Is the
Scimitar.
And because I've already used it on the one that's died, I'm going to attempt to. No, I'm not, because I'm going to have to command, and it'll just tell them exactly where I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray to a god that these fuckers don't hit me.
Okay.
Is that your action? How about your attack? Jesus Christ.
My action was to hide.
All right.
Oh, cheers, mate.
I'm gonna pray that they don't hit Rayloff too hard.
You know what? Fuck it. Roll a religion check with disadvantage because it's to any god.
12 and 7. 7 with religion. 2, 9.
Okay. You close your eyes and you think just something out there, something help.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, so you tuck away and you're very confident none of these giants can see you as you are smaller and you're tucked away. Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
I am going to. Yeah, we're going to run up this way to this tree over here. And as we're going to be kicking up all some of the snow as it's going. And he's just going to go, what's this? What's this? There's dandruff everywhere. What's this? What's this? Oh shit, you've got no hair. And he casts vicious mockery at these trolls.
Okay.
We're going for the closest troll here.
Okay, awesome.
Take offense to that.
Alright, what save is that?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Ooh. 16.
It saves.
Okay. Is that a no effect on that?
That's no effect. Nothing's
Okay.
happened.
That's the best roll I've done so far with these saves.
Just a question.
the
Sorry.
natural
Does the mind thing do anything, or is it just attack?
No, it's just ability checks and attack rolls, isn't it? The
Yeah.
muddled mind.
That's fine.
And also concentration. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gerald, you cast this, and you do see one of the trolls just as they're like about to wind up again towards Rayloff. You do see one just like partly look over to you, and its gaze is like kind of turned over its shoulder but fixed on you now.
Fucking get him, Rudolph! And we'll use that as my bonus action to give him inspiration.
Okay, right. You have a D8 bardic inspiration Rayloff. That's awesome. Do you want to move anywhere more, Gerald, or are you staying where you are?
That is my full movement.
Okay, cool. All right, it is the troll's turn. So, straight away, this troll is going to use as much movement as possible to get away from Theron, as it is frightened. This, the top...
That one needs to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Who, sorry?
At the end of its turn.
The one that Scarp.
Oh, for Theron's
Yeah. For any psychic thing.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Now it's not going to take
so
more
it is-
d10 psychic
so
damage.
it doesn't take... the effect ends, I think. Oh, no, concentration, no, it's...
Yeah, it does. No, it does end.
Yeah.
On a successful
the
save,
spell
the
ends,
spell
yeah.
ends.
Okay, cool. So,
So
Theron,
who ends it?
Theron, as you're concentrating,
Yeah.
you see the troll just bucket and take off with wailing. and just as it gets to the precipice of its movement, you then see its head just, and as it does, you feel that connection to it with the spell just be severed.
And as that happens, I get some psychic feedback on, motherfucker.
And just in that time, you see the troll turn around at you and look directly towards you, Theron, and just from quite a far distance away, just, and you hear that like cut.
Is that the one is that the one far bottom right?
Yeah, and it's turned around, it's facing dead on you. But the other two, the top troll here is going to.
Oh, out of interest.
Yes.
Because is he one that's got hit with 2 spells? So synapse and
No, that one wasn't affected by the thingy.
Is that one moving?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing sentinel.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Theron, what?
So the one on the far left bottom, is he not succumbing to Phantasmal Killer anymore?
The one on
one.
Yeah, the one on the far right that you cast it on. It was frightened. It was frightened.
Was it a wisdom saving throw? Oh, don't
Yes.
worry, you rolled it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was frightened. It ran away. Then it made a successful save, and the spell ends.
Yeah. I'm just noting it so I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But he never got hit by the other one.
No, because you did the left side, not the right side.
Yeah.
So he was unaffected by the synapse. Rayloff.
I'm doing a sentinel attack on that one.
Okay, right. That
I have used the D8.
Okay, and that sentinel attack does have disadvantage on it.
I mean, it's a 17 at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's with the D8 anyway, but... Nah. Wait. 6 plus 9. That's 15. So 16 in total then.
16, just over what you needed to hit. So yes, it does hit.
I did need that D8 then.
Yeah.
And he can't move any further then.
And it keeps him
Yeah.
down there with you.
So that is 12 plus 4. Oh yeah, getting them ones. 13 blunt.
Nice.
better than none.
13 damage. Okay. All right. Good shit. Cool. Okay. So that one troll begins to try and move away, and just as it does, Rayloff, you hurl the flail and just bonk it on the back of the head, just dazing it for a moment and stopping it dead in its tracks. The one just to your right, Rayloff, is going to make a multi-attack against you, 2 with a tree trunk, 1 bite.
Don't forget the subtractions.
Thank you, I won't. Dick. The first one has advantage. Con?
Yeah.
Because for some reason,
okay, so-
on the spell though, it doesn't actually have an end time on the synaptic static at all. It's instantaneous, and then there's no. You have to keep on making saves. There's no concentration.
It lasts 1 minute.
It doesn't say that. On
What,
synaptic static, it doesn't.
After a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute.
Oh.
Okay, well that's not concentration on Theron. That's in that.
No,
What's
that's
it on?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just 1
but-
minute duration.
But I feel like this is the second round in, and you're looking up the spell. And I want combat. Come on. Come on.
Okay, so that second one was a 22 to hit. I'm gonna be taking away the d6. Okay, that makes it a 20 to hit on the
Nah,
second
hits.
attack. Heads? Okay.
Question: did he move?
What? The troll? No.
Still
If
in
anything,
range.
it did kind of rotate where it was,
That's fine.
nearly
Plus-
catching you with one of its large feet as you feel the tree trunk over you and the branches. Even the trunk give way under under its heel, barely next to you as it.
There's a god.
And as the tree trunk flies towards you, Rayloff, you're pretty sure it isn't going to hit, and it's trajectorying like past you before it like just blinks back and slams into you. That is a there's a 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
So halved to 7.
Reduced to 7. And then the bite. It goes to bite you, and just as it gets closer and closer and closer, and just, and as it slams its jaw shut close to you, the entire form just blinks back and missing you entirely. That's the troll's turns. Rayloff, start of the round. You are up.
You need to roll for
Yes.
Synaptic.
No,
Just
not
so
even
you know.
close. I did for the one before, and didn't make it, and then that second one didn't make it at all.
Fair enough.
So, back to the top of the round. Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna give them the good old bonks.
Okay, bonk away.
Oh,
Your
dear.
first stack has advantage,
Nice.
and your second has disadvantage.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice. Alright, so the second one is
Disadvantage on
disadvantage on
second.
second.
It's a good thing it was disadvantage. I rolled a natural 20 straight after that second.
Fuck off. Loaded dice. Okay, so
This
what
no,
was
is
it-
dice.
It's
Amazing.
15 for the second one.
15?
Get some new dice, bro.
15, exactly what you needed. So, do the natural 20 critical on the first, and then we will go with the second, which is a hit. And don't
Does
forget, and
the-
Theon, you're on deck.
Does it boost
Yeah,
the
yeah.
extra damage, so the D4 and
It's
the
a
No,
dice
plus
you
3
no,
for
it's
roll?
just, it doubles the dice, and then any modifiers is standard. It
Okay.
just stays the
No,
same.
I just want to double check.
Yeah. It only doubles the rolled number.
It does
so
say
that's-
the target's weapon also grows to match the size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 extra.
Sure,
damage.
but that. Oh wait, actually,
That's it.
was it 1d4
It says
or plus 4?
Yeah, 1d4.
the target's
1d4.
attack with them deal 1d4 extra damage.
Okay, well, yeah, you roll in that dice, you'll double the d4 as well.
Well, I can tell you now I rolled an 8 for the damage for the D8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 16 plus 5. I rolled a 3, so that's 6. So, what was that? It was 8, 16 plus 5, so 21,
Mm-hmm.
27, 30, 30, it's 30 blunt for
Yeah.
the first hit, which was crit.
Okay. You just slam your flail in, and you see half of its rib cage crack into itself, and you see ribs splintering out, and just gore and blood begin to just
14,
flow out.
and 17 blunt for the second. That's in the top one.
Yeah, you take your flail out of the ribs and slam it down straight on its head, and you watch some of the troll's head just lodge itself down into the sternum, past the clavicle, and just straight into its body, and slamming dead and lifeless.
Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action on the last remaining one. That's fine, me.
Okay.
Just to give him the old slapper.
Go on, try. Yeah, go on. See what it is. Let's have a look for that attack. You've got advantage
Whee!
for the offhand attack.
19.
Yeah, of course that hits. Roll for damage, dick.
So, so I don't get the modifier, right? The plus 5
Well, what's the plus
with,
5
with a
for?
bonus attack. Well, that's just off the proficiency and the. Well, sorry, not proficiency, sorry, the strength mod.
yeah.
I don't get the strength mod for the damage because it's the extra attack.
Okay.
But do you get the extra mod stuff, so the D4 and the rage bonus? I'm assuming
Yeah.
you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're
It's
still
just that plus
attacks. Yeah.
So 3 plus D4, 3, and then another 3. So 9 slashing. So.
Okay. Fucking A. Awesome. As the other troll looks on, and you just like haphazardly slamming his buddy's head into its own chest cavity before you just, with the offhand attack, you just whoosh, go to slice, and you do slice like its fifth chin as it just dangles down, and it just begins to just seep blood and gore as it begins to rain down across its front. Really fucking good turn. Do you want to move or do anything else?
No, I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. Theron, you are up with Terra on deck. Theron, what would you like to do?
Bonjour. I'm just thinking how close we can get to the one on the bottom far right with. Hang on, let me have a look at the spell range. 120 feet, 120 feet, 120 feet. So that is. $105 from where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll just do it from here then. I'm going to do second level Scorching Ray.
Okay. Is that a attack roll or save?
Attack rolls, I think.
Okay.
You create 3 rays of fire. You hurl them at targets. You hurl them at one target or several. Make the range spell for each attack.
Yep. Okay.
On a hit, the target takes 2d6.
Okay. Cool. So the first one.
The first one I made because I did it like while we were thinking.
Okay.
First one, 18 plus 8.
Okay. The first one. Okay, so just roll all 3. The first one.
18 plus 8 for the hit.
Yeah. It instantly misses.
Misses?
Yeah. The second attack has disadvantage.
No, this is the first attack.
Yeah. So the first attack instantly misses. The second attack has disadvantage
15
on it.
plus 8.
Okay, so that's 23. Have you rolled that attack again for disadvantage? For the second?
No, because I didn't know this was coming up.
Just use Seeing Dice.
Uh, 11 plus 8.
Oh yeah, still hits. Okay, and your last one has disadvantage on it as well.
13 plus 8. And 14 plus 8.
Oh yeah, both hit. Yeah, so the last 2 hit. The first one, as it looks like it's about as all of you watch as Theron just holds out his hand, and you see these 3 fiery bolts just and just soar across the battlefield from near one corner to the other, going over 100 feet away to the frightened and once terrified troll, and all 3 just soar up into the air.
Two,
then,
not 3, because one failed.
Okay, but we'll get there. As all 3 soar up to the sky, and almost like anime-style missiles just soar down. The first one looks like it's going to hit dead on, and just about as it's about to hit the chest, you just see it just blink, like just 3 feet to the side of it, and hitting the snow. The other 2, as they're getting close, they look a little bit off trajectory before they blink. Both of them blink and hit and strike the troll. So damage for the first one that hit.
Well, they're both 9, so 18.
Okay. All right. Have you got any modifiers on there? Or is it just a flat dice roll?
I believe it is, unless I've been fucking this up all this time.
It's alright, you've been only hurting friendly allies.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I think
Question,
it's just 18.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like
18.
pushes on
That's still awesome. Alright, so... Okay,
I
cool.
don't want to sound.
It would have
trash.
been 27 if it hit all without the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Is this to this person? I'm bringing.
No,
the
it's
far,
this one.
far right bottom.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was going to say because if you aim for that one, it would have
I
all
know
hit
the other
Rayla.
one is actually hurt, so people can try to take that out, but he's going to move this way. So I thought,
No, it's fine. No worries.
Awesome. Okay. So, Theron, after you cast and you watch, and you do feel that weird arcane aura grow, and just familiar yet a stranger to you, as you cast the fiery bolts, and you look 100 feet down yard or down range, and you see them all at one point during its trajectory just and just blink from one spot in space to another.
does that look weird to Theron himself?
Oh yeah, it looks weird to all of you, but
Okay, yeah.
to you especially.
No, I'm just making sure because I'm arcane in nature. Like I study it anyway. But
Yeah. It
if
looks
it's weird to me, then it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's very fucking weird. Is there anything else you want to do, bonus action or movement at all?
I think I'm like a million years away from him, so yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, cool. All right, so Terra, you are up with Gerald on deck. Terra, what would you like to do?
While I'm hidden behind this troll and he has no idea that I'm here because I'm fucking awesome.
You're okay.
Fucking awesome. I'm going to remember the time when I was in the forest and finding little creatures that I found fascinated, and encountered a scorpion. Thinking, oh, stingers are pretty terrible. And maybe this guy might not like a bit of poison in his belly. So, enlarging the scorpion, I'm going to turn into a giant scorpion.
Okay.
From behind, so you'll see my shoulders kind of, well, I don't know if anyone will because I'm in the foliage and I'm super sneaky. My shoulders go up and it'll just like clock into action where my hands now become the claws, and for some bizarre reason my hair extends further down and then becomes this tail-like stinger to behind me, and I'm going to multi-attack it to attempt to claw its legs if it's close enough.
Yeah,
and then the stinger's going to go for one of the legs.
Okay, alright. I have made a token for you, and you can freely move that around as well if you want to try.
Lovely. I will just fuck off my token for now.
Uh-huh.
Yum.
Now, bear in mind, because you're flanking,
Yeah.
all of these will have a standard just advantage to them. However,
Amazing.
the first one keeps its advantage.
Okay.
The second, for the multi-attack,
Yeah.
I fucking hate you, also keeps its advantage.
Okay.
And the third instantly misses.
Okay. Instantly misses.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's sting.
two attacks with advantage. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I will say that the scorpion has 2 claws, each of which can grapple. Only one target, but obviously I'm only aiming for one target. So if it hits, it's grappled.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds. So the first one, 12 plus 4, 16.
That hits.
Okay, and I'm going to see for the second claw. Oh, sorry, with advantage, but that hits anyway. So
Yeah.
okay. With advantage. 8 plus 4, that's not going to hit 12.
No.
But with that, I'm going to use my luck point. One of my luck points.
Yeah.
Let me just scroll it
So
down.
that's all.
This is the only time I regret adding Lucky into the campaign.
Oh, you bitch! You added luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to use
Yeah.
another luck point because I'm not accepting a 3.
No,
I would have had luck.
I put
Much
a post up about it.
Yeah, but it was too late by then.
What was it, Tara?
I used a secondary luck point
Okay.
because it was so trash.
Yeah.
But now it's 23.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So roll damage for both of them for me.
Yum,
and
yum,
then, yeah, Gerald, you're on deck.
Its escape DC is 12, but it's still grappled, so I don't care.
Yep.
And it is D8 plus 2. Sorry for being slow.
No, don't worry about it.
5 bludgeoning damage to the first hit.
Nice.
And max
Too
roll,
much damage.
10 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage
Yeah,
on
that's
the second
nice.
claw. And it's grappled.
Okay. You notice as you and as you sink the pincers in, your tail comes up and as it strikes, you see for a millisecond it pierce the skin before your tail itself just blinks over to the side, just next to its knee, and hit air, like continue to push past into air before it retracts. And it does catch your mind off with it being so, apparent and in your face, but you see this troll instantly as you sink your pincers in and grapple and start beginning to crush its calves and its shins. You hear and it is nearly like crumpling in on itself. It's very hurt.
Nice.
Out of interest, from a side thing, does Theron notice this shifting and changing?
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah. Okay.
Gerald even pointed out there's something magical in here.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Holding on, I'm going to shimmy around this troll, so my... In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to stay where I am, because that's going to benefit Rayloff.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to make myself at least exposed to the troll that I know is behind me, because he's fucked off when I saw that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then I'll let my turn.
Awesome. Great turn. Gerald, you are up. After you saw this this giant scorpion just lash out into the troll, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'd like to walk up the tree and onto like a main branch to get a better view out, and I'd like to actually try and figure out the source of this magic that's everywhere,
Okay.
if even possible.
Just to save a check, I'd say about 10 feet up to find a good, strong branch, sturdy branch, to take a look over the horizon.
Yeah.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary, but you do see maybe, with the speed that you've traveled already, maybe 2 more days from now, you see way off in the distance a small, well, from your point of view, you see a small dot on the horizon of a large, colossal tree just overshadowing a large city. But aside from that, you don't see any devices, any mages, wizards. You see no source.
It's not coming from the trolls themselves either.
No.
Or anything.
No.
Okay. And that's my action, I'm guessing, for that.
No, I'll say it's free.
Oh, nice. In which case, then, we are definitely going to, from this tree, we're going to jump down, doing a backflip off, going, His Beauty, His Grace, there's an arrow in your face, as he is going to do a trick shot with the bow of base.
Okay, go for it.
Aiming, at this one down here.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
how I was holding up.
No problem.
That's a natural 20.
Oh!
Natural.
Juicy baby.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks.
You launch back, and just as you finish your limerick, you draw mid backflip and let the arrow loose, and it hits straight. So roll damage for me, please.
Excellent. It does 1d6 plus 1. So doubled 7 plus 1, 8 plus my dex 9.
That is exactly what you needed.
Yum.
As the
Fucking
large
hell.
troll begins to turn to you, Terra, as the scorpion, and just as it and as it begins to scream, that scream is cut short as it still stutters and catches and you just see this arrow, just this arrow shaft peek out of its forehead.
I'll let go and move.
As you quickly just scuttle to the side as it slams down heavy, lifeless and dead.
Yeah.
And just in the quiet, you hear two little Kenku feet land on the snow.
I'll snap my claws. If you can hear that, but I don't care.
Okay, Gerald, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I think I will use my bonus action to tumble, and I'm going to make my way over. Yeah, we'll make my way over to the campfire.
Okay. Yeah. Easily, you begin to start twirling and flipping and somersaulting all the way over to the campfire. Just as you finish that, you hear that troll from the distance as it begins to and hurl itself straight for you, Terra.
Okay.
And as it does, as it does, it's going to swing twice with the tree trunk and go for the bite. So the first attack.
Question.
Yes.
Does my donning to my person,
Donning.
go to my scorpion?
No.
No. Okay.
No natural armor that you don as your humanoid form will translate to the AC of your forms.
Okay.
But the first attack has advantage.
Okay. It will probably hit.
It's 15 to hit.
Exactly what you need.
Oh, you gorgeous bitch. Alright, the first one you
Is
take...
Is that? Oh no, it's not -6, is it?
I'll keep my last lock point form just in case.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage on that first one as it cracks into your heavy scorpion hide.
Yes.
The second attack
15.
has advantage.
Yeah, let me just roll for concentration.
Yep.
It's still up.
Okay.
It's still
And
nice.
the advantage strike was a 25.
Obviously, it also hits.
And that is a 8 points of bludgeoning damage to you. As it again slams the tree trunk down. And the last one, as you feel its hands grab on either side of your pincers just to lean down to try and bite you. That is it has disadvantage on this attack.
Yeah.
So with disadvantage, it is a non-natural 20.
Okay. It also hits. So far, I'm still my scorpion.
That is 16 points of piercing damage as the teeth just snap deep down inside you. Albeit, luckily, it didn't do too much damage towards your head, but because the figure and the face itself blinked only slightly down, it caught your tail more so than it did your body.
Okay.
So it hurt and it stung, and you feel your tail and rear end just begin to get crushed in sharp, piercing troll teeth, but not as harmful as it could have been. So that's the troll's turn. Start of the round, Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm still my scorpion. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get my halberd ready. I'm gonna swagger up to the boy. I'm gonna give him the old razzle dazzle.
Okay, give him the razzle dazzle.
Is it advantage?
Also, Theron, can't hear. So let me check for your first one. First one is disadvantage.
It doesn't matter because I rolled the one.
Okay, second attack.
I was
is
interested.
disadvantage as well.
Is Razzle Dazzle your move name? Is that what you...
100%. 100%.
Yeah, either that or that's what he names his halberd.
Yeah. Look at Malin!
Wow. I rolled terrible this time. 12.
12 unfortunately misses. As
Razzle Dazzle.
Malon's coming in with a razzle dazzle! As Rayloff, you charge and you hurl once and you miss widely, but then you sweep up for him, and just as you think it's going to hit, you feel your halberd just in your hands kind of vibrate a little bit before it blinks higher up in your hand still, and you and you just hit air. Is there anything else you want to do on bonus or movement?
I'm gonna stare at him. I can't really do much else.
Okay, so annoyed that you missed, you just start mad dogging him. While you're mad dogging right into his soul, Theron, you are up with Terror on deck. Theron, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast. I did the rolls, but they've disappeared for some reason. Doesn't
There's
matter.
no soul named.
Cunt. Okay, so what are you casting?
Are you still talking?
We still caring.
Apparently so. If you keep on talking, bitch. Is he within 60 feet?
Yes, I
Look at
think
the map.
just barely. Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do a cantrip. I'll do Mind Sliver.
Okay, and that's an attack roll, yeah.
Pardon?
Do you have to roll an attack?
Probably.
Okay, so it's going to have disadvantage on it.
It won't. No. Oh shit! Oh shit! I've actually lost my 6 dice. Fuck! I don't know where it's gone.
Well, it's
I
a good
dropped
job.
it earlier.
D&D Beyond can.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, but it's shit, isn't it?
It's dice that you don't have to lose.
Actually, you can't. 'Cause you can't roll
All
the
right,
hit.
what did you roll?
Is it the hit that I'm after?
You are if it's an attack roll, then yes.
19 plus 8 and a 13 plus 8.
Oh yeah, easily hit. So roll for damage for me, and I think it's got a save on there as well.
Yeah. Save, not for
Mind Sliver. If it hits, they have to do a certain save as well.
Oh, intelligence saving throw, or take 1d6.
It's taking the damage. It's taking the damage. Well, it's taking the damage and the 1d6.
Yeah, it's 1d6 and subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So roll for damage.
Which is the 2d6. 9.
Nice. Okay.
Yo.
From a fucking cantrip. Fuck yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do anything else? Bonus action or movement, Theron?
Where am I in relation of said creature?
60 feet.
You know, yeah, I'll be right.
Okay, you stay on the edge and on the precipice of the battlefield, but you keep your distance, and just after you catch that, you just pew the Mind Sliver all the way across 60 feet and hurling, and you see that effect just begin to crack the mind of this troll.
But as it happens, all he hears is telepathic, bitch.
Awesome, great turn, Terra. You are up with Gerald on deck. What would you like to do?
Amazing. My sword has hovered for the 4th time. It now flies 30 feet and tries to return to my hand. Obviously, I have no hands free, so it's going to fall to the ground at my feet.
Yeah, so the sword just... And as it gets to you... Just lands in the snow next to you.
So just for mental, I'm not being retarded.
Theron makes a beeline for it. No, I'm joking.
I'm just going to keep that there.
Okay,
nice
cool.
and close. Okay, so I am obviously going to try to attack this fucking troll with the fucking...
Alright. First attack, disadvantage.
Yep.
Second attack, unfortunately disadvantage.
Okay. The bastard stinger.
And the
Hits,
last
excuse
attack
me.
has advantage.
Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so first one to see if it hits. Roll 10 and a 3. That doesn't hit.
No.
11 and 18. 11 plus 4 is 15.
Exactly what you need.
Yummy! An advantage. With the
Advantage
sting.
on the stinger.
12 and 6, 12, 16. So
Yeah.
the stinger hits.
Yeah.
So the first claw misses.
As you feel like it's going towards it, and then your stinger blinks, or your pincer blinks.
Yep. This is going
go for
to
the second.
grapple the troll as
Yes.
well. I rolled an 8. That's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Fucking A.
Its DC to escape is 12.
Okay.
And, okay, and this one's a D10. Juicy baby.
Yeezy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, with this hit, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Absolutely. That is very fucking low. But I get a great bonus, so 9.
Okay, it still fails. You take 9 piercing damage, and I get to roll 4d10 to do poison damage.
Okay, go for it.
3,
0.
10,
15.
19. I'm on 9, sorry.
Mate,
Just fell on the floor. I'm just going to re-roll
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
7.
26.
26 poison damage. Failed.
Okay, Tara,
Yes.
as the
How's
scorpion
your
form,
deal?
how do you want to do this?
With my first claw going and trying to grab for one leg, ultimately fail, or glitching fail the movement. It's going to just do precision attack to its leg, and now that I've got a grip, you're going to see the claw like grab stronger
Yes.
to make sure that I'm getting this bastard. And it's going to I'm going to put all my momentum of my body forwards.
Okay.
And it's just going to go.
As the stinger
Into-
just
I was just thinking, troll is blinking.
so
And
You-
it's just gonna.
okay, yeah,
You're just gonna feel like it's within its scales. It's gonna have a green glow, just
okay.
like feed the
Carapace.
poison in.
It probably doesn't have scales. It probably has carapace.
Well, whatever it is, you'll see within them just a like the poison just go in,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
just spread around its leg where it got.
Awesome.
injected from.
All of you see this giant scorpion missing the first crack, just latching onto this troll's leg. This troll looking down, trying to move away before you see the entire scorpion rear up and just pulling forward, and the stinger just sinks into the chest cavity, and that green glow just begins to emanate from the gaps between the chitin, all the way through the stinger, and you begin to see thick veins radiating out of the leg, wrapping round the entire form of the troll and just sapping that bluey green away from its skin, leaving grey and black. As you release
Well,
the
that's
stinger
sexy.
and pull it out with a thick sound, watching some gore of rotted heart and lungs be torn out with it. You watch as the troll lifelessly and you all feel that ground shake one last time as the final troll falls victim to your onslaught.
With my movement, I'm gonna stand on top of the troll.
And the
do a little
giant
dance.
and the giant scorpion very
Scorpion
intimidatingly
teabagging.
very intimidatingly just crawls on top of the body, looking as if it's going to devour it, before both pincers go up and
Around
And-
it, yeah.
right there, as the giant scorpion begins to give a pincer or
say, yeah.
claw a claw maraca dance on the body, just enjoying your success in this battle. And the silence hits again, and the wind whistles past all of you, and the trolls are no more. The only thing around that you can hear is the And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode and come back again next week to continue from there.
Okay.
I think I'm not here for the next one.
Cry face.
Well, obviously, hopefully you'll just let me know what you want to do in, and we'll see what we can do for that. But
Yeah, I will do.
yeah, this has been a roller coaster from endearing to heartbreaking to bloodthirstiness and just stupidity. So, for everyone watching, thank you so much. We hope you've been enjoying everything we have brought up. And yeah, I think I can say for all of us, we are just crazy excited for the next one. So, with all of that said and done, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.